Hey, what's up, BSD crew? Build, scale, done. How is everybody doing? Jonathan Liu here, and today I am going to do a live demo on analyzing my data and how I optimize my ads and all of that. Okay, so this is my Power Editor, okay, and these are basically all my campaigns that I got going on. Black Friday, I'm really cool. I'm really happy about this Black Friday sale campaign. I'm doing pretty well in it. Um, what I want to do is, yeah, you can just look right here. This is how much I spend right here, 226. Website purchase conversion value is, this is 10x, right? So it would be 930. So I spent two something to make 930. Pretty good. I'll go into that, but today I want to kind of show you how I analyze the data and what I do, just what my thought process is. And I want to go over the CASA 6.2 and how to apply it, okay? Because it was a lot of information and the setup is really good. It's just what do you do once you figure things out, right? So I'm not going to do the Black Friday sale just yet. I'm going to do what I did for the CASA 6.2, which were videos. So let me just do this one. So here it is, right? CASA is campaign, right? This is my campaign. This is a conversion campaign. This is the ad set for the campaign, right? So 6 of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and the ads for the campaign, okay, which I have 2 ads for each, and I'll go into that in a little bit. And let's go ahead, and I like to just really, I hang out here most of the time in the ad sets section. So I'm gonna just take a quick look here. So you guys should have everything already set up. You customize columns. Remember how we set everything up from the view contents, the link clicks, to the view contents, to the cost per, to the ATCs, the cost per ATCs, the purchases, all that stuff, right? You set all that up. If you haven't, go back to that video, and that's in the members area. Okay, let's see here. So these are my ad set. These are my budgets here, 30, 20, 20, 20, 20. And what I'm gonna do is, because I started these I started them on Monday here, so I'm just gonna let them. I usually do like 3 days, so you can do the 20th, 22nd. That's full data. I like to include today too, just to kind of see how they're doing. But most people, they'll just do the last 3 days. So you really wouldn't count today because the day isn't finished. And a lot of times Facebook reporting is delayed. So let's just go ahead and I'll just do the last 3 days. Okay. Yeah, see, something changed. We had a sale here today. Okay, cool. So this is my raw. So this is what I look for, right? So these are the 6 ad sets. So I'm looking and all right, cool. They've got some purchases. You look at the amount spent, so obviously this one spent the most amount, right? Friends of fans, right? I'm targeting friends of fans on this one. 2 purchases, these are my cost per purchase, 33, 28, 57. These are all kind of high, but it's okay. I can take that hit because look at my ROAS here. 1.3, 2.3. This one's 0.7. 1.6, 1.8, and this one's nothing. So I spent $57, right, in the last 3 days and got nothing. And then here, I'm just going to add today in because it does change the numbers a little bit, right? So now, yeah, see that one has, so now it looks better. It's at 1.9, right? And this one's still bad, $65.19 that I've spent with nothing back. And in general, I would honestly just turn this off, but actually, you know what I'm probably gonna do is I'm probably gonna change the ad on this, and I am going to change the ad because this is just a regular post ad. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change the ad to the, I'll take the same ad set, same everything, and I'm just gonna change the ad and do it for my Black Friday deal because those are killing it right now. So that being said, okay, so what do you do? What am I looking at, right? So first things first, yeah, you want to make sure you're getting sales. How much is your cost per sale? These are all pretty, 39, 32, 32, 32, 21. I like them around 20 and under, but 30 is okay. I can still manage. My profits are smaller, but it's worth it to me because then I get a sale and I have a buying customer and I can always sell them something later on, offer something later on in the email list, right? And that's where a lot of the money comes in. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about, okay? So these are all in 10%, guys. So this is 1.1, 2.1, 1.9, 1.4, 1.6. So as long as, I'm over, I'm up, 2 is good, 3, 4, 5 is good, or excellent. But ones, I'm actually okay with it for now. I know there can be some adjustments here, and this is what I look at, right? So the next piece I look at is, you look at the link clicks. I look at CPCs. I know my numbers, so I know I want them under $1, right? If I can get them for 30, 40, 50 cents, that's awesome, right? But under $1, I'm pretty good with. So these are 87 cents, 73 cents, 66, 71. So this one stands out, right? It's $1.31. It's a little bit high. Okay, so I'll look at that. All right, no problem. Then I'm gonna go look at the add to carts. How much am I, how many add to carts are there, right? He's got a lot of add to carts, 16, 14, 10. But then I look at the cost per add to cart. Okay, and once again, I know my numbers. These should be under about 10 bucks for me. Okay, so these are all pretty decent. This is $4.94, 9 bucks. It's a little high. You want them around, for my particular product, you want them around 7 or 8. That's what I like. But 9's okay. 4, 6, 7, 7. So this is one reason, right? So you may ask me like, oh, okay, you spent $65. Don't you think you should turn this off? And honestly, yeah, I probably, you have 2 choices, right? You can turn it off or see what happens. So I look at all these other factors. So 74 cents, right? So CPC, that means people are clicking it. They're looking at it. There are 9 people added to cart, right? It's costing me $7.24, but nobody's bought, right? What does that tell me? That tells me either A, because I charge shipping, they may be getting scared once they're seeing the shipping, or for whatever reason, there's something that's not making them buy. But it does, the ad seems to be, talking to them, and it seems to be something that it's they're interested in, but it may just be the price or shipping costs, something. But they're actually responding to the ad, which is good. Okay, and that's why I'm leaving it on for now. I'll probably turn it off. If I don't get anything next day or two, I'll probably turn it off. And the reason I do this is because I can afford this. Not everybody can, but one sale can be, if I sell something, it could be like 80 bucks or 90 bucks. My average order value is about 50. So it's okay. I can recover some of the cost by letting this run because the numbers are good. Now, if the numbers aren't good, and if it was like, let's say $1.31 down here, or $2 or something like that, then I'd be like, okay, no. And if it had like no add to carts, or my add to carts were like 15 bucks, then I would probably turn it off because the audience isn't really responding very well. Now the next step I'll do is, so I'm looking at these and I'll look, so this is the cost of 6.2, right? 6 ad sets and 2 ads. So I have 2 different ads here going, right? And this is, let's see, so this one, I actually turned this off. So this one was the winner. And I turned this one off, 73 cents, right? So that's one thing to do. So I know that, and this one was actually the winner throughout all of them. So you can look through all of these and you look at the winners for which of your 2 ads won. This one I turned off a little bit early because I already discovered the winner. But it's the same thing. You look at the CPCs, you look at the sales, you look at the add to carts, and how much the add to cart is, and what's your ROAS, right? So that's what I do. In this case, there's no ROAS because there's no sales, but CPCs are cheaper here. And what's weird is sometimes like you see like the difference in spend, right? So obviously I turned this one off. So this new one, or not this new one, but this one right here got all the spend because I turned the other one off. But sometimes what you'll see is one ad gets more spend, than the other, and it actually, the CPCs and everything, it actually looks better. And I'm wondering, I'm actually curious myself on why that happens. If people like the other ad more and it's actually cheaper, why does Facebook tend to spend more on the other one that's not doing as well? So that's a question I am going to ask Thomas, and maybe he can enlighten us on that. All right, so Thomas, you listening? That is a great question. Why if you have two ads going, why is it sometimes one of the ads is actually doing better in terms of what looks like, at least it looks like it's doing better in terms of CPCs and ATCs and whatnot, but in the end, Facebook decides to spend more on the other ad, right? So that's how this works. That's the process 6-2. So you start looking, this is how I analyze the data. Just once again, okay, I'm looking at purchases, I'm looking at amount spent, I'm looking at, really at the end of the day, I'm looking at, the number one you want is ROAS. Like, this trumps all. If you have a 2.1 ROAS, that means you're making money on this, right? And I'm looking at the CPCs, I'm looking at all this, and then if you want, you can break down into age and gender. You can see who's buying, what age range, men, women. You can look at it by time, you can look at it per day, so you can see, like, okay, of these 3 days I have, so I've got a sale the 20th, the 21st, nothing on the 22nd, nothing on the 23rd here. This one's one sale on the 20th, nothing on the 21st, one sale on the 22nd, nothing today so far. This one's nothing, 1. So you can see that some of these are, okay, so this is nothing, 2 sales here on the 22nd and nothing here, right? So you can kind of look at something. This is just nothing. So looking at this, I'm most likely going to turn this off, right? And then I'm just going to take this and switch it out with a different ad specifically for my Black Friday deals, because Black Friday right now is killing it for me. So that being said, okay, so that's how I look at it. And what I would do next is, because I have these ads, the winning ad, what I could do, right, I'm going to clear this here. So what I could do is I could take this winning ad, I could create a new ad set or a new campaign, and I'll take this ad right here and I'll test it with the same ad but different copy. So different creative. It'll say something different to see if there's a difference in that. And I'll test that with 6 different audiences, or 6 of these same 6 audiences. Doesn't matter. Whatever I choose, I'm going to do it. And I'll be able to read those numbers. And eventually you're going to find the winner. And for me, this is one of my better products. So I already know, the copy is really good. And I try to change it, and it didn't do, the other ones did not do as well. So I know that this one has a very, very good creative and copy and everything to it. All right, so next, now I want to show you something different. This is what I just did. So this is my Black Friday sale. I'm just kind of run you through this, because these are doing amazing. Well, some of them. Okay, so if you guys saw the screenshot, these are some of the things I was doing yesterday. So let's just look at yesterday. So these, okay, so let me just show you something real quick. So these I just started this morning, and already I'm not liking it. Look at this. I spent $6. I got 1 link click, $6.43 for a link click. That's really, really, really high. Guys, if you're getting this, turn your ads off. Turn that particular ad set off. It's not working, right? I'm gonna actually turn these off. So obviously something's up here. It's probably because my ad is a very long ad, and it's very different from my other video ads. It's a long video ad, and it might not be targeted to the right people. It's more of like a fashion thing, like a fashion commercial, so to speak. It just looks nice. And maybe my copy is off too. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn these off. Right, and always when you do it in Power Editor, you have to make sure you confirm this, and I'm going to just confirm it, right? because off the get-go, these are all $30 ad sets, you know, and it's not that much because it's only like 90 bucks at the end of the day, but it's doing horrible. Like these didn't even get any link clicks, right? Nothing. And they've already spent $6, which is, it's not a lot, but I know like if you look at something else like this, where, okay, no, that's been a little too much, but let's just call it today, right? Because those I did today. So they spent $6 today, right? And they got nothing basically. These spent $7, $4, $4, and I've got purchases on these already, right? And my CPCs are 30 cents, 46 cents. So you get what I'm saying? You can compare it to what you're doing. So if you're doing $6 per link click, that's expensive, right? Compared to 30 cents. So you automatically know, and it's once again, that particular ad wasn't a specific product. These are specific products that my audience likes. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Man, like these are awesome. So let's just look at yesterday. I mean, yesterday was a great day for me. Broke a record for myself, and I was very happy about that. All right, so check it out. So all I did here, guys, by the way, is okay. So don't worry about these two. These two are different products. These are more women's jewelry. And yeah, you can see I've spent a lot, but I'm letting them run. $1.54 CPCs, 97 cents, right? But look, no add to carts at all. So I'll probably turn these off as well. Okay, so what I did for these is this is a lookalike audiences, and these are some custom audiences, right? People who have bought in the last 30 days or you know, add to cart last 30 days. I think that's what it is. ATC 30 days, ATC 14 days. And I just stacked them all together. It's a small audience, maybe like a few thousand people. And I'm just shooting them video ads to, yeah, let me check it out. Yeah, I'm just shooting out some video ads. They're both, you know, these are kind of hand in hand, like they're doing pretty well. Let's see, so CPC is 49 cents. So cost per purchase 247, 218. So they're doing, both of them are doing pretty well. So I'll just let them run. CPCs are 49 cents, 44. So this one's kind of winning down here, right? A little bit. It has a lead, right? It's a little bit cheaper on the add to cart. Link clicks are the same, right? So they're very similar. So I think they're both pretty good. By the way, you're probably not going to see this area over here. I had to, you know, just block out those ads because they are currently running, and I promise, you know, I will show you the actual winning product we had when we started back in July, and I'll show you the ad copy, the image, targeting. I'll show you everything. Okay, just please, you know, like, you know, don't share it with other people. This is, you know, this is my actual account. If you want to use those products, that's fine. But for me, just, you know, I want to give value, and this is what I would have wanted if, you know, when I started. So, okay. So let's go back to this. So check it out. I mean, these are doing really, really well. So this lookalike audience, I haven't tested actually, but with my video, it's doing very, very well. And the audience size is pretty large for this one. So I can actually scale this one, but my ad is very, very, you know, it's only for Black Friday. So what I'm gonna do is I turned off those other three. I'll probably turn off these two right here because they're not really doing anything. And I'll probably duplicate this one, or I'll do, so this is a 1% lookalike. I'll probably do a 2% or a 3%, test those. And this, I'm definitely gonna raise the budget, or I'll duplicate it and then have a higher budget. So I'll duplicate this and you know what? Let me do it right now. Do it right now. It's what time? It's 10:30 a.m. It's a little bit later in the day than I usually do, but it's all right. I'm just going to duplicate this exact thing, and I'm just going to raise the budget on it and see how it does. So I'm going to do, that one was $30. I'm going to do 55. Right, and I'll just keep it you know, and it is Thanksgiving here today. Oh my God, I didn't set an age range or anything. I just left that 18 to 25. Okay, whatever. Sure. Okay. Fine with me. Okay, so this is already all set. I just duplicated it. It's a copy of the same thing, same lookalike audience, same everything, and then I'm just gonna review it, and I'm gonna confirm it, and it's just gonna start going. But I would much rather spend $55 on this ad set than $90 on those other three that aren't doing anything. Right, I have another two here that's gonna spend, you know, $70 today, and I don't know if they're gonna really do anything. I might just turn those off and throw $70 into another one of these because I know that it's working. Right? I mean, take a look at this. Right? Look at this one. Where's my website? It got nine purchases in one day, and I only spent $27.96 to make times 10 this, right? 370. So $28 to make 370, right? My ROAS here is right 13.3. This one's 10.3. This is 22. This is pretty crazy. So, but this is a much smaller audience, but still good, right? And I'm doing these 35%. I'm doing 35% off site-wide. Okay, so I'm getting a lot of sales. I'm getting a lot of, obviously you can see 29 cents, 47 cents CPCs, add to carts, right? 88 cents and add to cart. Look, I'm used to like, you know, $7, $8 I'm okay with. I'm getting 88 cents, 82 cents, dollar. What I'm really surprised about is this lookalike here because this is big. I understand these because these are retargeting, but this one, man, I can actually scale this. So I've got to really look into that and do this, you know, really big during this whole weekend, right? Black Friday, Cyber Monday, whole weekend is going to be crazy. And guys, get your stuff up. I'm trying to see if there's anything else. Like I said, this is just how my mind processes. That's all I do. I look at, are the CPCs good? You know, first of all, is their purchases? How much is my cost per purchase? $3. These are awesome, awesome, awesome. I'm happy with 20, or actually 15. Right? My ideal is 15, but I'm okay with, you know, 20, sometimes even 30. Break even. You know, 30 I break even about. Maybe I make a few bucks off the shipping, but it's really because now I have them in the system. I have them in my email. There's going to be flows that go to them. I have an email sequence, and whenever I do, you know, any specials, I can offer that to them on the back end, and that's basically like free marketing, right? Free advertising because you now have them in your email list. Okay, so once again, you know, you look at this, look at the what your ROAS is, right? These are all 10x, right? So these are good. And if you're breaking even, or if it's like a 0.9, 0.8, I would say keep it, especially in the beginning, because that means at least you're building your pixel, right? You're building the data, and you're gathering all that data, and it's really good for your pixel. Then I go into, you know, the CPCs. Are they cheap? This you want to be very cheap. Content views, that's part of CPC. Add to carts. Are these cheap? These are cheap. Then you know that, hey, people are adding it to cart. You know, it's a matter of time before they buy, right? So you get enough of these, then somebody will buy. Okay, so that's how it works for these. So you can look at these two down here. Look at this. It's really nothing, right? So I'm probably just going to turn these off as well. And I'm going to do that. Boom. And boom. Right? They're not working. Unless, let me just double check something real quick. Unless something happened today that I don't know about. Right, hang on here. So these are all just my Black Friday deals, right? Let's see. Okay, that was these here. Today's consensus, but yeah, I didn't get anything. Okay. I was just looking at these. these two right here. So it's spent 950. So CPCs are 181, 119. No add to cards. No website content. Okay. So I may have set up the ad wrong also because I'm not getting any website content views. So that may be an issue, which I'll have to look into. But for now, I'm going to turn them off, and I'm going to focus on what's working, right? Why do I need to bother with this? It's not working. I'm just going to focus on what is working and increase this. So I'm going to turn these off, and probably going to make duplicates of these, test out different lookalike audiences, and just send them to whatever the winning ad is on this one. Actually, they're both winning, so I can choose either one. All right, thanks guys. I hope this helps in analyzing your data, and that's kind of how I started. Like really, I had a lot of, when I first started, I just had a lot of interest groups, a whole bunch of these, right? So I'd have like 40 ad sets, all going low budgets, about 20 bucks each ad set. And what happens is, yes, you spend a lot of money in the beginning, but you don't lose that much because you're getting a lot of sales and you're monitoring. So if you're seeing stuff that's just not doing anything, you can turn them off like I did. And I only spent $6 on those, right? On each, when I should have spent 30 if I let it run the whole day. But I could tell immediately it's not going to do well, so I just turn them off. So you actually don't end up spending that much. So just imagine you have like 40 or 50 of these all at 20 bucks, right? And you monitor them, and some are going to get sales, some aren't. And at the very least, you're going to get a lot of data. And then when you offline, you just turn off the ones that aren't working and keep the ones that are working, and increase the budget on those. And that's very different. I don't know how Thomas specifically does his, but this is how I did mine, and this is how I started, and it worked for me. And it's scaling wide, right? You're going horizontal, and I wouldn't say it's really scaling. It's more testing. You're just testing the different interest groups, different types of people that are buying it, different demographics, right? You want to test as many different things as you can, and eventually you find out the type of person that you're looking for, right? Whoever that person is, and you gather all the data from them, and you're going to get add to carts, and you get purchases, and you're going to create custom audiences and then lookalikes. That's when you really do the scaling, because that's exactly what I'm going to do with this one, the one I just doubled up on, right? I'm going to just, this is a lookalike. I'm going to just make a bunch of lookalikes with this in different areas and test them all. All right, so that's it for this video. I hope you guys got some insight, some value out of this. Go ahead and post some questions down in the members area, and or reach out, or put it in the Facebook group. I'm actually there more, so ask me there, and we'll take care of you. All right, guys. Happy Thanksgiving. Take care, and see you in the next video, where I'm going to actually show you my winning product back in July. All right, and everything with it: the ad copy, the image, the targeting, all of it. All right, it's awesome. All right, talk to you later. Bye-bye.